One of the strangest things I've discovered about the Daimajin movies is that they were all made and released in 1966, which is crazy. So it feels like a real factory just churning these things out. And then I don't know if there was more after this, but I can tell you this, after viewing the second one, I'm liking these movies. I'm liking them a lot. And as I said in the last one, I feel as if there's going to be a formula. And to a certain extent, there is. We have a lake which has two factions either side of it which live in harmony. They've got the spoils of this lake that helps to feed them and keep them wealthy. But over the mountains there is a jealous party. This man who wants what these people have and decides to invade them at a moment of celebration, destroying, hunting them down, taking over both of these properties, these houses that live by the lake, these villages, and becoming a big destructive force. Of course, there is a group of people that survive that pray to their god, which just happens to be the same large stone samurai from the first movie. But this one plays a lot quicker. It doesn't take 2/3 of the movie to get to what you want. Well, that's not right. It does a little bit, but what it does is some wonderful, playful moments where it makes you believe that the Majin is coming. It makes you think that it's about to arrive, and it has people being slaughtered mysteriously. But we know that it's the Majin that's doing it, whether it be a boat of bad guys rowing across the water that is suddenly sucked down into their watery graves, or people just instantly vanishing in other situations. We kind of know what's happening. And then once we've met some characters that I genuinely did like, and some people that I felt that I wanted to make it to the end of the movie, I wanted to survive, we get the release, the destruction, the arrival of the Majin, the big stone warrior who makes one hell of an entrance, literally parting the waters as he comes out of the lake, looking for destruction, destroying the bad guys, saving the good girl who was praying and offered herself up to the god, and just destroying the place, kicking ass in a fantastic manner. And what I liked about this one is the destruction was at its heart a little bit more than the first one, but also the bad guys were trying to destroy the Majin. They use explosives at a certain point in the movie, well, earlier on with its effigy, but also when it's stomping around in its kaiju fashion. They tried to stop this thing. Now, it may be futile, but they at least make the attempt, and I appreciated that fact. This has a similar kind of visual appeal as the first one, and I really did like it. Now, a lot of the scenes with the Majin is shot against lighter coloured objects, so it does look a little bit dated in its production values, but there's a certain charm to that in my eyes anyway. One thing I forgot to mention in my review of the first movie is the wonderful score. Yes, it's very similar to Godzilla, but that's a great score as well, and I am very happy for this one. I love it whenever it pops up that big bass, ba 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 ba. It's one of those exciting music cues where I know what's about to happen, and I am enjoying that. I'm looking forward to moving on to the third part of the Daimajin series. It's been definitely fun, interesting, and even though there is so much comparison between the first and second, they shake it up enough to make it interesting. It has a beautiful look about it. I actually like the design of the Majin itself. It's a great creature, and yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how the third one plays now. I kind of thought that maybe after the second one I'd have hit a kind of familiar beat, and even though I have, I'm no less enthused, and I'm looking forward to jumping on to the third part of this trilogy. I'd love to know your thoughts on Return of the Daimajin. Let me know in the comment box below, and I will see you next time on Man v Film.